Live?
Yep.
All right. Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone. And we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they are as follows: the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes; the tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians; the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians; the tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans; the tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians; the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans; the tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans; the tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians; the tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians; the tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians to Chileans; the tribe of Asher, the so-called Columbus Uruguayans; and the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, let's get right into it.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous men. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Khan, this is talking about Esau Edom going after Jake. You know, the poor righteous man is the Israelites. Okay? And he says, let us spare not the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. So he's going after everybody. All right? And you can see that now with everything that is on the books. You know, you just had this thing going with Mississippi. They just passed those laws of they just passed the laws for the Jim Crow stuff. That congressman in Tennessee wants to pass lynching again. All right, and you got all these laws coming out that's coming after Jake. All right,
Precept. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked,
go ahead, brother.
the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
God, he said, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. And once again, the poor is the nation of Israel. You know, and particularly they're coming after the elect. Okay, and that's in his pride. Okay, it's his pride. You know, and pride is one of the things that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hates. Could you read that again? Put it again.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Khan, he says, let them be taken in the devices that they imagine. You know, the things that they plan for us, you know, we asking that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai put those things on them. All right?
That's it. Okay, it's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Khan, and those unrighteous decrees are those laws. You know, because they're in rulership.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
And the grievousness, those laws are grievous. You know, as the nation of Israel, we only have 613 laws. Okay, since the first Congress met here in Babylon, the great AK America, there are 30,000 laws plus, and that's just at the federal level. All right?
Precept.
It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment,
Khan.
and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Khan, and that's the thing. You know, he's gonna turn aside away the needy from judgment. You know, and that's a favorable judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They have all these things that keep us going off. You know, putting pork in the food. Okay, calling it another name. All right, having Jake shave his beard off at the job. All right, all those different types of things that keeps Jake going off from the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, as the scriptures say, they've done a diligent search, so they know exactly what they're doing. All right,
that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Khan, and that's the thing. That's the nation of Israel. That's their prey. Okay, and rob the fatherless, because at a point in time, you know, when he hid his face from us for a while, we were without the father. You know, didn't know our heritage. All right, so that's what they're doing. You know, keep us going off, as the scriptures say. You know, all those nations came together to make to put Israel no more in remembrance. You know, we will not remember our ways. Okay, which are the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Say, and what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will you leave your glory?
You go ahead.
That was just like speaking of what's going to come up to those people who have those unrighteous decrees, who has an evil eye towards the righteous people of Yahweh Shem Shai, which is the Israelites. So for all of your, like the scripture says, Sirach 10, for your unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches gathered by the sea, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So for all your wickedness, all your abominable works, and all that you do here in the earth, there's a payment for it. There's a payback for it. And the Lord's going to get his retribution by what? Destroying y'all and uprooting your kingdom and restoring the righteous kingdom under the Israelites.
And the Lord gave you a small example when he wiped out the little Edomite town in Mississippi. Wiped it off the map.
Is that Rolling Fork, Mississippi? Yep, they got that Jim Crow law.
Yep.
Like I said, it'll go to that desolation that shall come from far.
Lord wiped out the whole town. Them Edomite saying too, boy.
I got a piece of it real quick. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and the Lord thy power, the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
And who's that they hate us? Every nation, has partaken a part of our spoils, according to the book of Maccabees. Okay, they put hell on us, namely Esau, Edom with Amalek, who's the chief of that nation, the so-called white man, you fake Jews out there. All right.
Right? So the Lord is really turning things around.
Yep.
All right, for the elect's sake, man. So these people that's trying to do the Israelites dirty, all right, the Lord is going to start doing y'all dirty, man. He's going to start treating y'all the same way. All right, you're going to reap what you sowed.
Yep.
All right, and that time is upon us, man. Like the others going into a whole town destroyed. Where they had those Jim Crow laws against the Israelites, man.
Yep.
And they got the Lord to wipe their whole city out, man. You're going to see a lot of that, man. All right?
Yes.
This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
That woe goes into destruction. That woe goes into destruction.
Woe to them that woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
That's like the scriptures say, Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. They cover the faces of the judges thereof. Who is he, if not where is he? Okay, that power is in their hands to do the wicked. All right, the Lord gave that power to them, based on us going off. The wicked is his sword right now, especially against his people. All right, and he said because they're working on it day and night. That's all they think about. They say they can't sleep unless they're doing wickedness. All right, scripture say they can't sleep unless they're doing wickedness, and that's all they do. As the scriptures say, who can make straight which Yahweh has made crooked? None. Who can bring an unclean thing out of a clean thing? None. Roughly paraphrase.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Like I said, they covered fields. Okay, and we know right now, Kamala Harris went down to Uganda. Okay, that's what they do. They know they got that 31 trillion tons of gold, trying to smooth them up and put in that wicked LGBTQ stuff, sanction them. And when the guy said, hey, why don't you go to Russia? Why don't you go to China and do that? All right? No, you come here. The people you can beat. All right? And that's what they do. They pick on the feeble. All right? And they said, what they do, they take your land. They did the same thing to Gad. 400 treaties. How you going to come on somebody's land and make a deal with them about their own land? Okay? But they had that power.
They're doing that now when you go to different, even here in Indiana, we go to different neighborhoods where Jake used to be. Now they made it gentrified to where now Esau is taking over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Down here, down the street.
Yep, that's why you see all these nice looking houses now. Where Jake predominantly used to be, now Edomites out here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Gentrification, eminent domain. They want to build a store or a highway. Look, we'll give you 5,000. Take it or leave it. They don't take it, then the government come in and just take your property.
Mhm.
Now you got to go. You got 10 days to get out of here.
Or if you go back in the day, shoot, they just covered you up with a lake.
Yep.
You know, you find out all these lakes like Lake Lanier.
Yep.
You know, all these places in Georgia, Central Park, okay, in New York, just because they want your land. All right.
That's good. So they'll take your heritage.
Yep. Take your heritage.
So Esau want total control of
Mhm.
everything that's going on in this world, man.
Yep.
All right, and we had the best heritage, man. They took that.
Mhm.
All right, due to our disobedience, they were allowed, all right, to take everything that we had, man,
Mhm.
and make it to be theirs, man. All right, so they turned our Lord to a pale-faced white man. All right, they took our laws, all right, and just did what they wanted to do with it, man. All right.
They're still doing it now. They still bringing up this whole anti-Semitism thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, we're not against ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We just against the wicked. The Shemites. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the wicked Shemites. You know what I'm saying? We just against y'all. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's what they did. Who was that? Wilhelm Marr. He coined that term, I believe, in 1879. It's only 143 years old. Okay. They took Shemitic and turned it into Semitic.
Yep.
Okay. It's everybody from Shem. And it's a whole bunch of Shemitic families under Shem. All right.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
God, it says the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. And who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, according to Malachi 1 and 4.
Precept.
Okay, it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Okay, and who is that? You know, we know that the elect is all the judges, but the head judge is Yahushua. You know, John 5 and 22 says that God has commended all judgment unto His Son. Okay, Revelation 19:11 say when He comes back, He's bringing judgment and war. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. So now we know who you covenant with. We know who you are and where you are. That's Esau, Edom, right here at the end of the world. All right.
That wicked man has been revealed.
Yep.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 35. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Mm-hmm. And he's in great power right now, controlling everything. I just put in the group where Canada, you know, about to censor everything, just like this new law that's coming in the U.S. They call it the TikTok bill. Okay, and that tree that he's talking about, what's that tree again?
Is
Green Bay tree.
spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Like that's total covering. Okay, just branching out, covering everything. All right, and that's what he does. You know, taking, like you said, taking total control.
And it's like it's more to that TikTok bill. Just TikTok itself, they're trying to take control of like pretty much your whole social media life, this, that, and the other. Freedom of speech. Trying to make you do what they want you to do, this, that, and the other, man. So that bill is that, you know, with all this coming, because really what they want to do is censor us, or get us off, to silence us, man. But hey, this ministry is going to go on until Yahweh Bashman Shai says stop.
Yep.
Right?
It also taps into your Wi-Fi. All right. You know how like you go sign up on Wi-Fi and all the things in your area. Once they have a password, no, they can get right on through it with that new bill.
That new bill, they pretty much gonna control the internet. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much gonna control what goes on the internet. What doesn't. You know, it's really another step in family work.
Exactly.
Another step in family.
Because what's happening is Esau, everything that they do is being foiled, man, through this internet, man. First of all, through the men of the Lord, because you're starting to see now that people are just saying what the apostles and elders have been saying for the last 30 years. They're starting to just say it all now, man. Even though the apostles have been saying it for the last 30 plus years, all right, everybody in the world is starting to, you know, gravitate and spill the beans on Esau, so to speak, man.
Wow.
They can't make a move, all right, without somebody making a video about it. All right, and it's foiling everything. So what they're gonna do is just cut it off, man.
Huh?
So you won't have that information highway, all right, that you used to have, man. All right, especially from the men of the Lord, because this is what this is geared about. Because guess what? The men of the Lord is actually the ones that started this, man. They started this, what's that broadband of information that's going out, man. People just jumping on the bandwagon, all right, because well, I guess it's trended now, man. All right, and it's really that time, and the Lord is about to make His grand appearance, man. All right.
That's that He's pouring out His Spirit on all flesh. You know, people tell.
Well, even in our own homeland, you got them over there locking up people for mentioning anything about the Lord.
Yep.
They're getting what, like 2 years to life? You mention anything about the Lord, but that's our holy land.
Yep.
It goes to show you that them Amalekites, those are straight demons.
Yep.
So who you over there bowing down, praying to the wall to then? If you don't want nobody mentioning the Lord, you get what I'm saying?
And He's the one supposed to come save, supposed to save you.
Thank you.
It's the same thing in China. You know, Bibles are illegal in China. They was locking up people for teaching the word. So, you know, hey,
Right now in church.
right now the churches, pastors get years in jail for teaching. So,
Well, Moab know he's gonna get it too, according to Ezekiel 25.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. It says, keep not thy silence, O power, hold not thy peace. Be not still, O power, for lo, thy enemy makes a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And that turmoil is a war cry, you know, against the nation of Israel. All right. They, you know, here again, you know, the scriptures say the Lord put us above all nations. All right. And now we're at the bottom. They're saying this is our opportunity, this is our chance. Get them. You know, and that's what they be doing. You know, that's what they are doing.
It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And the hidden ones are the nation of Israel, the ones who were scattered, didn't know their heritage. All right.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
God cut us off from being a nation. You know, so you have all of these nations coming together, you know, to do what Esau wanted to do from the very beginning with the curse. Okay, he wanted to slay Jacob from the beginning. No Jacob, no nation of Israel. So now they're coming together, you know, and trying to kill us because they know, you know, we're going to be in rulership in the end. All right.
A lot of those crafty councils is what do you call it?
G7 summits.
G7 summits.
G7 summit meetings.
Gathering the nations, United Nations meetings. That's when they get together and come up with how they're gonna put hell on our people.
God.
Hey, they had it for a while though.
Yeah.
All right, we didn't know the name of the Lord. All right, 50 years ago. All right. But hey, through the Spirit of power, he gave us that information back, man.
God.
All right, and as you see, as the prophets are out there on the streets, on the highways and byways, this world is turning upside down, man. All right, things are moving. The Lord is shifting things, man, and moving for our sake, man.
God.
That's why it's important to really stay in this thing, man. All right, a lot of people are getting weak. All right, but hey, the Lord is about to come back, man.
God.
All right, so it's time to what you say? Put your boots to the ground, man. All right, your 10 toes down in this truth, man. You gotta really, all right, stay focused, man.
God.
All right.
If I may add, just to add what you said, you know, he's bringing us back to our heritage. That's another cut to Esau, you know, because it says, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. Okay, you've been telling people that you know you never lost your heritage, when the scriptures totally contradict that. All right.
All right, this is Baruch 4 and starting 29. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation.
God, that's talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, bringing those plagues upon us for our transgressions against him. All right, because that's going into the curses of Deuteronomy 28. All right, those plagues have come upon us. You know, he said the ones in this book and the one that's not in it. You know, it's a whole lot of stuff hitting us. But Jake is still here. That just shows you the beauty of it. You know, even at our lowest point, we still thrive. All right.
Verse 30,
Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee.
God, he's the one who gave us that name. You know, when our name was switched in Genesis 32 and then 35 from Jacob to Israel. All right.
Verse 31, miserable are they that afflict thee and rejoice at thy fall.
God is just miserable. Can somebody get the definition of miserable?
Miserable. Being in a state of distress, unhappiness, cause extreme discomfort, unhappiness, discredit, or shame.
God, so that's going back to the precept that Elder Ash brought out earlier, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. The curses that were on us are now going to be on you. Okay? Just like we are miserable, you know, we're coming out of it. Now it's that you're going to drink of that cup. All right?
Yeah, we got to drink the drink.
Yep.
Verse 32, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons.
God, and it's miserable are the cities that they serve. One, the main city is Babylon the Great. Okay? That's the main one. You know, you're gonna be miserable, just like the brother gave the definition of. Can you read the rest of that again, too?
It says, miserable is she that received thy sons.
God, and those are the people who received us and put us in slavery. All right?
They miserable now.
Yep. Yep. God.
Verse 33, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
God, yeah. So the thing is, you know, as they rejoice at us, we gonna rejoice at them. I think that's James 2 and 13. Somebody grab that.
But they going through that now because now you're starting to see uprisings of the Edomites.
Yep.
All over the globe. They starting to protest all over the globe now.
Did you see that in Israel? Man, the streets were covered.
So what do y'all about Shem shopping there, man? You know what I'm saying? Because you crackers been living too deliciously off the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites. Now it's time for y'all to pay and get y'all well-due, deserved punishment, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment.
God, so you shall have judgment without mercy. Okay, and that mercy rejoices against that judgment. We're going to enjoy kicking your everything.
Kicking your ass, man. We're going to say it plain. We're going to enjoy beating the hell out of you. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and rightfully so, man.
Precept.
Because y'all been kicking our ass for years, man.
Centuries.
Now it's payback.
Precept.
Precept.
Go ahead, Stephen. Oh, go ahead, Shotty. My bad.
Verse 34, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her cry shall be turned into mourning.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You're gonna be mourning. Okay? He's gonna take it away from you. You know, all the riches that you had, all the control that you had. And now you're gonna be subjected to those things. You know, until you wiped out totally. According to Obadiah 1 and 18. All right?
You're starting to see it now. That's why this place is in total unrest and chaos, man. Yeah, it's just dilapidating right before your face, man. You know what I'm saying? Each year it goes by, it get more and more sadder and sadder and sadder. Man, you can feel it in the air, man. It's just sad around here, man.
It is, bro.
I remember growing up on a Friday, man, everybody be out partying and kicking it and having a good time. Now, you feel like it's a funeral out here, man.
Yep.
Everybody in mourning, killing each other on the highway now, just all kind of nonsense here and there, man. Women and kids getting killed now more at a high rate. Kids killing kids. I'm talking about babies killing each other now. You know what I'm saying? 5-year-olds shooting their little cousin with their parents' gun and oh man, it's all kind of madness out here, man. In Indianapolis and abroad. That's the judgment of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
He said it's going to wax cold, and that wax cold goes into psycho. So everybody going psycho at this time. So
See, like the other day.
yep.
You be riding in traffic, a person be all up on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Then you see them, they looking at you and flip you, motherfucker, flip you, and they the ones in the wrong, man.
Happened to us today.
You know what I'm saying? See? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 35, for fire shall come upon her, through the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
God, so that's talking about that destruction. Nuclear destruction coming upon, mainly Babylon the Great. Okay? It's going to be inhabited by devils. That's all throughout the scriptures. This place will never be inhabited again except by desert animals, unclean animals. All right?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
God, he said for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4. That's that sin upon sin, that endless sin. That's all they do is sin. He says he will not turn away the punishment thereof. That means it is coming. It is coming. According to Job 21:30, he said, the wicked is reserved for until the day of destruction. He will be brought forward in the day of wrath. So don't think you're getting away with it. He's saving you for last.
It started now. You see it now.
Yep.
It says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
It says he pursued his brother with the sword. And the sword is a modern day gun right now, but it's also any killing instrument. Okay? And he pursued his anger, he pursued it perpetually. It was continual. It's never stopped. Okay? He didn't have any pity for Jake. None whatsoever. And that's the thing is, Jake won't believe who they are. That's why you are not getting the reparations you keep asking for. They're not going to pay you. The only reparations is their bloodshed.
That's right.
According to Numbers 35 and 33. That's it. Stop asking for it because, and just like the thing in California, they promised, we knew that wasn't going to go through the spirit. $5 million a person. And even if they get it, the dollars are dead anyway. They're telling you that now. Okay?
Well, even if they did give you $5 million, you only going to get 1.2 of it because they're going to tax the hell out of it.
Yep.
Then they like mocked you with because what they gave all that money to Africa for slaves. Right? They gave it to Moab. Mocked you with your reparations. Right? These houses don't give a damn about y'all.
Nope. Israelites.
Yep.
It ain't about the color of your skin. They don't care about you Israelites. That's right.
You're the number one enemy since those blessings were given out. The number one enemy. All right.
Yeah, because even now, their legislation and law is considered a sword because they use that to come against you Israelites, man, to further oppress you to where you don't have nothing. Because hell, it's getting to the point now. Like what's his name? Charles. No, Charles.
Klaus Schwab.
Klaus Schwab. That's it. I'm thinking about Charles Schwab. Yeah, Klaus Schwab said that hell, it's gonna get to the point where you people are gonna be in slavery and be happy with it. And that's the point it's getting to. Now, because, even like a co-worker at work, his, I think his daughter, they filed their taxes, his daughter got I think 9 or 10 kids, and the government just took them, they supposed to get 12 racks back, but they only ended up getting 4, and the government took 8 and then told them they don't know why they took their money, but they just took it. They just strong arm robbed them, man.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest gangs in the world is the IRS.
Which is like the Federal Reserve is not an elected entity.
Nope.
That's Amalek, doing that as well too.
And the Federal Reserve ain't owned by America. Neither the stock market. That's not owned by America either. They've been sold that. Oh, go ahead.
It's back in Amos chapter 1, verse 12. It says, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra.
Khan, that's going to destroy. The most wise, and Basra is the chief city. They're talking about Esau Edom. That was his dwelling place. All right?
Teman being the Germans of Esau Edom, they're responsible for a lot of the bombs, a lot of the weapons. you know, for the wars, or making the weapons and bombs for the wars.
Yeah, that's what they concentrating on, because hell, even they German vehicles and fell off.
Yep.
He been yelling for 10 minutes. Yours. Huh?
Point kind of moves.
Go ahead, Ted. Okay, convince me.
Lamentations chapter 1, verse 20. Behold, O Yahweh Shai, for I am distressed. I am in distress. My bowels are troubled, my heart is turned within me. For I have grievously rebelled, about the sword bereaveth, at home there is his death. Alright, so pretty much like we're going to like this, like I said, we in distress over here, we need help, you know what I'm saying, we the poor, you know what I'm saying, they coming after us, all this legislation that coming against us. I think about that other thing as well, with the juicy with the juicy juice, right, which you always bring up. That was a sword that they pursued as well.
Yeah, yep.
You know, so everything is geared towards destruction of the people you have about Shemel Shai.
Right.
Right?
Even with that juicy juice, who did they put at the forefront of pushing that juicy juice? Jake, because ultimately Esau Edom, he know that Jake is heavily influenced by Jake's celebrities. Right, so they're gonna use what? Your LeBron James, they use your DMX, any popular celebrity to push the juicy juice right on the people, man. Primarily our people.
You just see that video going around now. They released it after 2 years with the mayor of D.C. and Fauci walking around into Jake's neighborhood trying to sell it. And they ran up on that one Jake. You're like, no, you know, get out of here. You know, y'all, you develop this stuff that quick. You know, trying to push it. You trying to, you know, trying to instill fear in people. And that right there is an example. You know, you got Eve, you know, working with the serpent, just like in times past. You know,
You have a Congress, you have congressional hearings right now. One of the ladies, she said she took it. She said she got asthma, all the type of different diseases because the congressional hearings against social media for blocking off real doctors' information.
Yep.
So now that's all coming out, man.
Yep.
But yeah, that's you people, because Biden told you that the targets was you tribes.
Yep.
You Negroes, you Latinos, and Native Americans. He told y'all, man, the main target was the tribe. Y'all didn't believe it.
Yep.
Many lords out there telling y'all for years. Y'all didn't want to believe it. Now y'all took the juicy juice and you're falling out trying to start your car up, you know?
It's like that one Jake who was like, I can't remember his name, but he was like, this one shot I won't block.
Oh, that's Bill Russell. COVID-19. This one shot that I won't block. And he ended up dead. Should have blocked that one. Yeah. Should have beat that off the backboard.
And, you know, before Biden, or right around the same time, you had Bill and Melinda Gates said right to everybody's face, you know, you have to first get at the health care, then the underserved communities, the blacks, the natives, and the Latinos. Okay, and then when you get past the doctors in healthcare, who was the majority of healthcare? Jake.
Precept.
And also, real quick, I did want to get that curse real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh Shai shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing the eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life.
Fine, that's where we are right now with those curses. It's none assurance of our life. You know, and any Jake, normal Jake who don't even know the truth, every time he steps outside, he wonders if he's gonna come back home. All right, no assurance of life.
Yep, that's true. Especially when, what's up, bro? Yeah, about yourself, bro. Especially when the cops get behind him, Jake don't know if he's gonna make it to his next destination, let alone make it home.
Yep.
Because there's always a hidden agenda with the police department against you minority, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. They have to meet a quota, so many tickets toward the minorities, man. That's why y'all the #1 target, man, but y'all fail to realize that.
If not, to answer your point, if not kill you. I mean, because it's a known fact that the oath of the police officers globally is to the Constitution and the first 10 amendments. Okay, which means, you know, we didn't become citizens until the 14th Amendment. So they don't even look at you as a citizen.
You still not a citizen.
No, you're not.
Because even the what it say, you 3/5 of a human, so you're not even considered a citizen, not even in the 14th.
Nope.
Then they said in the 13th Amendment to what? To get free slavery out of you, man.
That's what they did with Gad with the Doctrine of Discovery. Pretty much, if he wasn't, you know, if Gad wasn't following, you know, their form of Christianity, then they wasn't considered human. They could, you know, kill him without any repercussions. So just going to show you know what kind of devil are Esau, even the so-called white men.
But look how they did the Negroes. You ain't considered free unless you fighting the war. Well, hell, you still a slave to the government then, even when you fighting in a war.
Yep.
You get through fighting the war, then you come back home and you still being called a nigger.
Get lynched.
You know what I'm saying? And you just fought in the war.
Yeah, we had those police departments coming out a couple of years ago telling you that that's what they chiefs and their superiors were telling them to go after what? Blacks and Hispanics, man.
Yep.
All right, so it goes right into it, man. Hey, you're targeted, like the elder was saying. You're targeted out of it, man.
Yep.
If I may, if I read this from Madrid Scott,
Yep.
it's a, so this was in 1856, it's a, persons of African descent cannot be, nor were ever intended to be, citizens under the United States Constitution.
If you go into
We saw a motherfucker.
yeah, you go into the Bouvier's Law Dictionary, it tells you just that, and for the definition of citizen and inhabitant.
Yep. Just like you got these dumb niggas over here in this Prince Hall Lodge. One of the forefathers of Masonry, Albert Pike, said he rather die before he call a nigga his brother. But you niggas still want to be Masons. This land is not set up for us, man. It's set up as our prison centers, man. When y'all niggas gonna get it through y'all thick skull, man? Esau steady robbing you every week, even when you dummies play the lottery, man. It even came out on the news that hell, they started selling y'all these scratch-offs to hell. The winner already been picked like a year ago. And y'all still go spending $100 on these scratch-offs, man. It was on the news.
It's a
They
racket.
selling old tickets.
Yeah, it was on the news. This was just the other day it was on the news.
That's ridiculous.
Really, they selling old tickets.
Well, they know Jake needs money, so he gonna spend all he got for that opportunity.
Man, Jake been there spending $100 on some fucking scratch-offs, man.
And rent due.
Thank you.
A little more, Lamentations 1:21. They have heard that I sigh. There is none to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my trouble. They are glad that thou hast done it. Thou will bring the day that thou hast called, and they shall be like unto me.
So that's the thing. Once again, those curses that's on us, the distresses that was on us, the straits that we've been in, that's gonna be on those nations, especially Esau, Edom. All right.
Right. So that's because all you niggas always want these other nations to feel bad for you, or you want to feel bad for them. And why can't they be saved? Why can't they receive salvation? Even though that one, what was the Ayatollah that said something like, we see how y'all treat the people, but where's the care package? Where's the help? You just voice your opinion, but you ain't doing nothing. You still affording affliction, as the scriptures speak about. You know, so at the end of the day, like I said, ain't none here to comfort us.
Nope.
Even our own people ain't here to comfort us. Now, us in the truth, we have the scriptures and the brotherhood to comfort us, but 2/3 of our people, man, they don't care about us. And the time period to come, even now, they want to kill us for preaching righteousness.
Yep.
So ultimately, that the Lord will live the hopeful elect, man. All we have is who? Yahweh Shem Shai to comfort us. This word, this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Last verse say, let all their wickedness come before thee, and do unto them as thou hast done unto me for all my transgressions. For my sighs are many, and my heart is faint.
So yeah, we've been dealing with it. He said, you want to them for the wickedness that they've done. As the scriptures tell us in Colossians 3:25, he that doeth wrong must receive for the wrong that he's done. There's no respect of person. Okay? So you're going to get back everything that you've done. And Esau Edom, you're going to get it twice as hard and twice as long. All right?
Yeah, you're double unto her.
Yep.
What the scriptures say, man.
Fill on their cup. Double.
You got some more, bro?
Guys, I was just gonna say, and like I said, the Lord, he dealt judgment by nation. Yeah, you get your individual judgment, but even they told, who was that? Jeremiah, even thou thyself shalt discontinue for thy inheritance. And where he ended up? In slavery, in captivity. You know, so he ain't gonna just, I don't care how much, you know what I'm saying, the Edomite help you across the street, or he brewed your coffee that day, or whatever, he said hi to you, his ass still going to slavery. The Edomite, he whipped up that chicken, that curry chicken, how you like, he's still going to slavery.
Yep.
It don't matter. So like you said, for all your wickedness, that's going to come into your house, he going to judge you accordingly, just like he judged his own people. Like he said, he was wrathful his inheritance. Now, how much more he going to feel against you, you heathens, who again, like I said, have poured the affliction upon us.
Wow. Wow. Yep. Like you said, you know, he jacks up whole nations. Was it upon? And he took that defiled garment, jacked up Israel, you know, killed his whole family. You know, that's for being disobedient. He jacked up all of Israel until that was rectified. All right.
I got something. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shalt altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
God, that's that promise to Esau, Edom, and those other nations, especially Esau, Edom. You're going to drink of that cup. You will be afflicted. You will be punished in the same manner that we were, and for Esau, Edom, worse. All right.
Hey, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we're a nation that's denying to Yahweh Bashim Yashak. So if the Lord loves us and punishes us for our iniquities, right? How much more a nation he hates for coming against the people that he loves, right?
Like you say, what's that, 1 Peter? That the righteous shall scarcely be saved, worship the ungodly and sinner of fear.
Fuel for the fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. The scriptures are basic. It's like basic, man. 1 + 1 is 2. The Lord hates you, you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? The Lord loves you, you're going to live. It's basic, man.
God, like he told us in the Luke 4:1, you keep the law, you live. Turn against it, you die. It's that simple.
What did he tell Cain, if thou do good, then what did he say?
Sacrifice should be accepted.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, that's basically what he's telling Israel. Look, you do good, you're gonna be accepted, man. But our people are so hard-headed and mentally retarded, listening to this white man, they rather just die.
Yep.
So to follow the Lord, they rather just die, man. That's why you got idiots like this nigga LeBron. He, in order to keep his money, he want to put on a pink skirt and a pink blouse with a pink purse just to keep his money, man. Yeah, he's a man. You're not even man. You just a 6'8" bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just keeping it real, man. I mean, I don't care how much money you got. You sell your soul, man. You ain't no man, man. You use a trick for Esau, for the so-called white man, man. You just his jump off toy. I'll put it like that. You know what I'm saying?
And all that money, you didn't have to do that.
They have no faith in the Lord. That's why they do stuff like that, man. Niggas claim to be harder than a 45 bullet, but they ain't get in front of Esau. They get all timid and weak and scared. And, yes, master, I'll put this dress on.
Yes, boss.
You know what I'm saying? I'll put this dress on.
Okay, bro. No Vaseline.
Yeah.
What they say?
Just spit on it. You let the boy bust up your back.
Backside.
Up your back, boy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But that one after he brought it out, he said, so for you to make it in that society, you got to put on the dress. He said that's why he never became as big as he was. He said because he wasn't going to lose his integrity, all right, to make other people happy. You know, he said he made enough.
That nigga gay too. That nigga gay too. I don't trust nothing, bro.
Just like this new dude, what's his name? The new
Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan, what is it? Harris or
Majors.
Majors, yeah. He gonna be the next one.
Yep.
See this scandal right here, huh?
Yeah. From the boxing movie.
Yeah.
From Creed, yeah.
Him and what's that? They already did a skit with dress.
Because I seen one picture, he was
pink fur.
armed all around.
They was
Michael B.
defending
Jordan.
that. They was defending
Nah,
that.
he put a dress on.
Yeah.
The dude from Creed and the other dude, they both had dresses on.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, both of
See,
them.
so this right here is to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? This whole scandal, this the domestic situation, then come find out she lied. That's just to get his attention. Let him know, look, you buck up, you going down. Boy, that's how they do you in Hollywood. Yep. What Dave Chappelle said.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh man.
You can tell, like, he already set up to where, he already doing things straight for a piece of change. They talking about the next couple of months, he's going to be the best, the greatest actor, the one looked up to. He having this movie, that movie, this movie. So you already know what he already doing behind closed doors.
But he bucked up against the system. That's why he facing the scandal. But it's gonna go away because what? He agreed to it.
How it goes, man. That's how the story goes, man.
That's how the story goes. That's how the story goes.
Verse 13 says, "For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation,
AKA
a
America.
reproach, a waste, and a curse. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste."
Perpetual waste. He said, I have sworn by myself. Scriptures say in Hebrews 10 and 31, it's a fearful thing that falls into the hands of the living power. He's sworn by himself. There's you're not getting out of that. All right?
He can't swear by nothing greater.
No. That's it.
So me, baby.
Yeah, it's all on me. And you look into that, the creator of all things. Yeah.
He tried to smooth that in there, yeah. He tried it.
He says he's the creator of all things in heaven and earth. So if he swears by himself, he created you.
That's like Ty said, ain't nothing greater.
Yeah.
There's
Nothing you can do about
can't
that.
go above that. Like, it's the Lord, man. Like, there's nothing above that. So,
None else besides you.
Bug out thinking about it.
You, I swear on Saturn.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? I put that on everything. Yeah, he made everything. Yep.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
Connie says, prepare a slaughter for his children. So you Edomites that be all across the internet talking about, I wasn't there. I didn't have anything to do with that. No, you are your ancestors.
Yep.
Okay. Prepare a slaughter for his children. Okay. You're going to meet that judgment, just like we just said earlier. He judges by nations. Okay. For the actions of a few. Look at the nation of Israel. 2/3 of our people messed up. But it's we at least trying to come back. Yeah. But he is and be righteous. Okay. Yeah.
Well, the elect are not going to act like the 2/3.
Right.
There's a difference, between, we all messed up, but still, like the brothers going into, the elect are going to be trying to please the Father to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
Even though, our righteousness is in filthy rags, all right, we're still doing the best that we possibly can, all right, to please the Heavenly Father and the Son, man.
I got a better chance of making it than 2/3.
You so right, man. I'll take a bite to eat and go to, oh man, I forgot to pray. Stop right what I'm doing, yeah, got to pray, yeah, because he said, our bread is defiled, whether he scattered us to, roughly paraphrase. You don't want it to take you out. You heathen, so you pray over it.
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
So you're going to be made desolate. No more rulership for you, Esau. This is it. All right, none.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remedy, and son and nephews, said the Lord.
So you talked about the fathers, now he's talking about the son and nephew. That's that seed line.
Yeah.
He's gonna cut that off. All right? Gonna cut that, and that includes you ones who trying to change yourself, into those women. You're gonna be cut off too.
That's against the scriptures anyway.
Yep.
When you cut off your privy stones,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? You cut your rod off and your nuts off. That's against the scriptures.
Yep.
want to do that.
Well, he said those want to be women,
He that is wounded in the stone.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. That's the actual law.
Yep. 2021. Deuteronomy 2021?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Well, it's Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stones or hath his privy member cut off shall not enter to the congregation of Yahweh Shem Shah.
Con, so he that is wounded in the stone. That's your testicles. The privy member, when you go into that word, that's talking about your penis.
Yep.
All right? You cut those off. You cannot enter to the congregation of the Lord.
Just catch a bullet.
That's it. You done.
Famine.
Nothing you can do. Like,
You should not cut off your stones. That's law.
Now those videos coming out, the people who did it realize they made a terrible mistake, man.
But that's what you do when you want to get fame and fortune.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's on y'all, man.
Yeah, there's a documentary about those people that want to change themselves and things like that. I mean, they got to take medication for the rest of their life. They sick, they get sores, and like they really get jacked up for trying to change themselves, bro. Like for real.
Here's the thing with that the pituitary gland regulates. It know what it was designed for. It knows it was designed for a male. So when you start overriding hormones with synthetic hormones, that pituitary gland is going to read out. It's like, no, I got to regulate this for what it was designed for. So it's going to keep fighting to increase and make you what you originally were. And the only way to stop that is when they cut off your stuff. Okay, so it won't keep producing it.
And then the Lord is so cold. These niggas that cut their stuff off and try to make a hole as a JJ, it closes back up. Seals itself back up. Man. You know what I'm saying? So then they gotta go back and get surgery again, and guess what? The Lord closes it back up.
Yeah. Oh, and one of the side effects is if they get too messed up, you will poop inside yourself.
Yep. But see, hey, that's the judgment of the Lord, man. It's raw.
Yep.
To let you know that you supposed to be. He made you a man. You a man. Damn it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You were born Terry. That's your name. You can't change your name to Sweet Tea. No, you Terry, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because the scriptures say male and female created he. You know, as the people of the world say, the Lord made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. So y'all in the world, like, hey, the Lord, because He finna do away with all this, the pride community, man. The adulterers and adulteresses, man. The Lord finna Yep.
But then but see here and now they having an uproar because they done passed law now to where you gotta when a child want to change his name, you gotta go to the parents now. You can't just do it on your own like in school. You know how I used to in school, like what you rather be called or how you view yourself, male, female, non-binary. Now you got to get the parents' permission to do that, and now people are in the uproar.
Preach that.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Identity, yeah.
All right, this is
Which is something righteous, you know what I'm saying?
Romans chapter 1, verse 27. And likewise also the man, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly.
Man,
That word in itself sounds tricky. Unseemly.
Read that
That's
again.
nasty, man.
All right. Back at the top, Romans 1 and 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust
He
one
might have started
toward
up a little
another,
bit.
He said, leaving the natural use of the woman.
Huh?
Okay? That's
one
the,
up. Yeah.
that's the man and woman coming together to become
What
one.
25 says?
Okay?
Are you there? No.
No.
What 25 says?
25 says, yeah, starting 25 says, who changed the truth of the Most High to a lie, and worship, and serve the creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, no. Started,
It's a lot in there.
started 18. Yep. Started 18.
All right, this is Romans chapter 1, verse 18. For the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness for men who held the truth in unrighteousness.
God, it says it is the wrath of Yahweh was against. That's anything against the law, statutes, and commandments. All right?
That's why these people get these severe judgments,
Yep.
man. That's the wrath of Yahweh about Shemal Shai.
Yep.
Ask those people in Mississippi. Oh, you can't. Some of them, half of them dead. Their town has been wiped out. That's the wrath of Yahweh about Shemal Shai. Why? Because they were trying to pass unrighteous decrees to come against his people. Jim Crow. You see what I'm saying? Just like you got other people all over America trying to pass these unrighteous laws and decrees about the alphabet community. They hold that up in high regard, man. They care more about them people than they do us. See what I'm saying?
I think, didn't that happen in Uganda?
They ain't playing with that.
They passed that law.
Oh, yeah.
And they said that this is going to mess up the whole economy. Over alphabet people.
Well, see, but that was part of, here in America, the whole civil rights movement was what? The alphabet community. They threw that in there under the disguise of, no, it ain't last minute. It was always been there under the disguise of so-called black rights. But see, what people fail to realize, civil means your town and community. That's why they call it civil rights. It wasn't just for black people. It was for anybody. That's why they had Michael King, who y'all know as Martin Luther King. That's why he had gays on his staff, man. Because that was part of it. Gay rights and women rights, women liberation, part of the whole civil rights movement. You know what I'm saying? It was just our face as the poster, the poster child for the movement.
As always.
My day was BLM.
Yep. See what I'm saying? Which is the same thing.
Yep.
Go ahead, Kasar.
All right, Romans chapter 1, verse 19. Because that which may be known of Yahweh is manifested in them of Yahweh have shewed unto them.
God, he's always showing us the truth through his law, statutes, and commandments. All right?
Verse 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are certainly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
God, so everything, you see around us, the heavens, the earth, the moon, and the sun, okay, that's showing his power. Okay, who else can do that? None else but Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right?
Verse 21. Because that okay. Because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful. Okay, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish hearts were darkened.
God, so it says, that they wouldn't worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So when you don't worship him, you go away from the truth. You become dark. There's no light in it. Okay, and you end up being confused.
Pride started to set in.
Yeah, pride. Pride, yep. Yeah, that became vain. Yeah, vain. They start looking at themselves.
A lot of them just don't even believe in it.
No.
How could you? They'll believe in the Lord, and then the ones that do,
They don't either.
They don't either, but the churches are accepting.
Yep.
You know?
Hey man, man, these temples made with hands are deceiving the people, man.
Yep.
They're deceiving the people, man. They making everything to be okay, man. And like the Lord, brother read in verse 18, that righteousness, they turn it into something else, man. All right, and the Lord's gonna deal with all that, man. Judgment is coming for all that. Man, you people that's leading these people astray, you got a great, you got something. The Lord, hey man, you gonna be beat with many stripes, man. The Lord gonna wear your ass out, man.
Romans 1 and 22.
I would say, we'll go to that scripture, like, preaching of the doctrines of men. You say the saying is okay, the saints, whatever is okay, but that's the doctrine of men. That's not part of the scripture.
Right.
Because in the law, if you was to have that, live that lifestyle, you have to be put to death.
Yep. Right. They gonna stone you dead back then, man.
Viciously.
Stones by the side of these hubcaps on brothers' cars, man. You ain't dodging it.
This is what the brother was talking about. This is Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
God, so yeah.
You always gonna say, like the scripture always say, the law endure forever. So who was you, like I said, in the harlot houses made by the hands of men, where you're supposed to be worshiping anyway, all manner of witchcraft and wickedness that just be promoted in there. But I said, like, I got an aunt who lived that lifestyle. I go to church every single day, every Sunday, through his head.
He's saying that's what she said.
That's what she said.
He ain't saying that he go to church every Sunday. For y'all people out there, so y'all want to try to twist. That brother go to church. You got GMS members going to church.
She would say that, and then, but I'm just like, but the law is read, but it was okay. Don't be saved by grace. No, that's not what that means.
Nope.
They say you have the grace spirit to get it right, not continue to live a lifestyle full of wickedness and iniquity.
See, that's saying the willful.
Yep.
The Lord is saying it's a license to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Lord is permitting you to just go off, man. No, that ain't how it works, man.
But like I said, they love the Lord, this, that, but hey, they draw nigh with their lips and with their mouth, but their heart is far from Him.
Yep.
So when we read the direct word of Yahweh Shai of what's right and what's wrong, and you just form an opinion without just agreeing with it, hey man, like I said, that's that pride setting in, and for your pride goes before destruction, and the heart of spirit before a fall. You're going to die for what? Accepting iniquity versus accepting life that Yahweh Shai has presented for you. Like Jeremiah 8:3 said, that what? The people chose death rather than life. So if you choose anything contrary to the will and the scriptures, the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shai, right? To your best of ability, that means what? You choosing to be put to death.
God.
And then when it happened, ain't nobody, well, we know we gonna be, oh man, Aunt Shirley, man, oh man. We know why she died. Because then when you go into the funerals, what they do, they speak about all this good shit. Oh, he used to play poker, they used to fish and go down and the roller rink, but why they did? They did all this good in the community for people, but why they did?
Hey, I seen a skit where a pastor was this so-called pastor was on the pulpit, and they was doing a funeral, and he looked at them like, "Hey, y'all what y'all crying for? Y'all know that man wasn't shit, you know? Y'all here acting like he was all in the streets. He ain't shit." And he cussing the family, got the cousin. He cussing them back out. It was
What is good, I don't know.
Yeah. But in all actuality, really, these sodomites are in the right place in the church, because, like the scripture say, the Lord dwells not in temples made with hands. We know these churches to be, as it's saying, Revelation, the synagogue of Satan. You know what I'm saying? The chief harlot house. That's where all the demons at. So that's why those sodomites feel so comfortable with going to church, trying to be so holy, because they actually praying to the right deity for them. They're praying to that demonic sodomite demon. That's where they belong.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Or Baphomet. That's where they belong. That's where the demons at. That's why they all flock to the church. Hey man, slurp, slurp. You get what I'm saying? That's where they belong.
I know a deacon of a church. They started allowing, like, the homosexuals and women and whatever into the church. He cussed out everybody in the church on the pulpit and left. He said it was an abomination.
Shit, yeah. Remember years back, Donnie McClurkin came out and admitted he was having sex with the young boys in the church. Yep. He was a choir director, praying on the young men in the church, man. See what I'm saying? That's why Eddie Longthorne died, because He was having sex with the young men in the church.
He said he was on a diet, man.
Yeah, AIDS diet.
He drew up like a
Prune, yup. You in the mirror. Remember one morning he was posing like this, the next time he like this. They didn't have none?
Yeah, had a tight shirt on.
Matter of fact, tell you what.
All right, but that's just okay. That's just we're just speaking of the wickedness of the churches, like he's speaking about the dude doing. Let's not bring what they're doing there in the Vatican.
Yep. Oh man.
Catholic, don't bring that up.
You don't want to hear that.
Y'all want to hear that? Y'all want to hear that though? You know what I'm saying? That's like folk Christians. Y'all want to hear that though? But y'all mad at men who the Lord has brought out of that darkness into this marvelous light, trying to live according to the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability. You got a problem with that, but we was doing all that was extra, being down the streets and being gangsters and thugs. Y'all appreciate that. That's why Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna destroy y'all.
And that's why the scriptures say woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. Right? Because y'all promote everything that's against Yahweh Shemel Shai in society.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Still got that in Romans.
So, hey, what this world thinks what committing adultery or being a homosexual, eating abominable food, they think all that is good. And we know, according to the scriptures, that's against the law of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Right? And they, as the brothers going into, man, but the churches are full of, you know, damn homosexuals and just wicked people in general, man.
Yeah.
You got gay pastors even.
Yep.
Got a gay church.
They got a whole Bible.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you bring out what's written therein in the scriptures, man, they ain't gonna want to hear it, man, because they don't want to be held accountable. And if you bring up anything Bible related to that community, man, they gonna shut it off immediately.
You're gonna be beat up.
That's why the scriptures say I'm about to become your enemy because I tell you the truth. And hey, man, look, people get mad at the truth, man. All right?
Yeah.
They get like really upset with it, man. All
How
right.
you doing? I'm good. Huh? No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks anyway. Hey, they down the street, they may want some. Huh? Like down what's
Turn
that?
left at the light and go down.
What's that? 22nd? Yeah, 22nd. Go down 22nd.
22nd Marine.
Make a right out the parking lot, then make a left at the light. Yep.
Not myself. Myself.
Man, shoot. We'll read it out the camera. We'll read it out the camera.
All right, back in Romans chapter 1, verse 22. Professing the gotta live.
Romans chapter 1, verse 22. Professing themselves to be wise, they become fools.
He says, professing themselves to be wise, they become fools. You know, the scriptures tell us, be not wise in your own eyes. Okay? You become fools. Okay? It is the Lord who gives us our instructions on how we operate from one day to the next. It's not because of you.
That's right.
All right?
Because most people base their wisdom off of this world, man.
Yep.
All right, the scripture say the wisdom of this world is
Foolishness.
Yep. All right. So people when they you know they get to the math books, they get into these little theological schools, all right, and they think they got it, they think they know it all. Like even vocab alone. He went to that little school, now he think he'll know it all, man. Don't know a damn thing, man.
He's a smart
Totally
dummy.
mangling the scriptures, man.
He's a smart dummy.
All right. Go ahead.
I got to be that wise.
Somebody get the other scriptures on deck about what's that? Wickedness is not wisdom.
Oh, that's not sure.
You get what you got, yeah.
Okay. It's I'll start at verse 5, points to 7. Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
It said, trust with all thy heart, and that heart goes into the mind, okay? Lean not into your own understanding, okay? It's everything, your own understanding is anything that's not in the scriptures, Okay? So we're supposed to stick to what the scriptures tell us to do. All right?
It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
It says, all thy ways acknowledge him. You know, that goes into that scripture, you know, he that exalts himself is going to be humble. Okay? And those who are humble will be exalted. Okay? Acknowledge him, and he will give that to you. All right?
Because the NLT is saying, seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Go to like what? Seek ye the kingdom, seek ye the kingdom and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you.
Right.
And you know the scripture says the heart is desperately wicked and deceitful above all things.
Yep.
Right. So the best thing.
It's the book of Jeremiah 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked.
It says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked, right? Now your heart goes to the Hebrew word lie, meaning your mind. Right? So ultimately, your mind can be plagued with some of the most wicked, gruesome, evil thoughts, right? But you don't want to act upon those. Right? So ultimately, some of those thoughts are against Yahweh Bashim, right? Most of them.
About 90% of them.
Most of them are against Yahweh Bashim. So you got to be able to discern. All right, because you know you got to be able to discern your mind. What's going on in my head for or against the scripture, man. All right, if it's against the scripture, man, don't lean upon that, man.
And it's like that. It's so wicked because of the rulership that we're in, man. And everything that's pushed out here is wicked. So that's all you really see. All right, so that's why it's desperately wicked, because all it see is wickedness, man. And the disciple, and for the Lord to take you out of that and put you into that marvelous light, the scriptures, man, hey, that's a big blessing, man. All right, that's something that's not to be, really to be held dearly, man. All right, you gotta, you know,
cherish it.
Cherish it. Yeah, that's the word.
Because when you're in the world, your mind thought as the world.
Yep.
When the Lord brings you into the truth, now you're able to filter it through the laws, which is what? The word. That's how you know it's wicked, because what the scripture say, where there's no law, there's no sin. So when we was in the world, we didn't know there was a law against this and a law against that. We were just going with the flow. Smoking blunts, committing adultery, gang banging, selling dope. That's all against the law. See what I'm saying? That's right. It's all we knew.
That's all we saw.
Go ahead, brother.
I was going to stick to your point. You know, you're talking about where the world is, that's where the people are. I think the scripture says the king is, so are the people.
So are the people, yeah.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 22. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of the sinner's prudence.
Yeah, we thought in the world, we thought they were wisdom just because we know how to break down a key, or know how many zones in the key, or a pound of weed, or how many we could do this, or how many holes we could pimp, or you know what I'm saying, manipulate it. Man, we thought that was wisdom. Yep. We thought we was on top of our game. No, we were being fools for Esau and for the devil, because we didn't know that. And we was going to church, but still wasn't learning nothing.
Yep.
That made us worse in the church. And then we in church, what they say, fornicating with the young women in the church. See what I'm saying? But all that was what? Wickedness, man, because we didn't know no better. The preacher wasn't breaking down the scriptures the right way. You know, well, they were breaking down the white way, but not the right way. You know what I'm saying? So, but when the Lord brought us to this truth, then we learned the reality of the scriptures and the trueness of the word, and how to filter things through the law. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because now we held accountable and we know better. Like they said, when you know better, you do better. You know?
Right.
Proverbs 3:7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh Bashim Shai and depart from evil.
It says, be not wise in your own eyes. Okay? Fear Yahweh. That's having that reverence for him. Okay? And when you fear him, you're going to keep his commandments. All right?
Because it's amazing how time changed from the time we was coming up. Yeah, well, even when we was coming up, remember at one point it was all happiness, the music was all about positivity, and then it seemed like the next summer you're killing each other. Gangster, killing up, bang, shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They pushed out all of the positive rap. They brought in all the negative rap.
Yep.
You listen to those old rappers, they'll tell you that they told them that wasn't gonna sell no more, so they had to change their whole style.
Hot,
Because
Hot Boys, man. I remember when the Hot Boys came out, they changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Apostle Gabar did a video on that. He took snippets from who was it, Crazy Bone,
Yep.
and talking about how they changed everything because what was happening from the late '80s to like the '90, '91, they said it was an underground movement of people becoming aware of what was going on.
Yep.
That's some of y'all may not remember. That's when those medallions.
Shit, I
Africa,
remember.
Yeah, it was going around.
But my spirit would
Yeah,
never,
changed.
my
Yep.
spirit never resonated with those African
Nope.
medallions, man.
Nope.
It
never
never
had
did.
one.
Yeah, I never had
I
one
didn't
either.
think it was ugly.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole African outfit of red and all
I
the
think
different
that shit
colors.
was-
Nah, my spirit wouldn't resonate with that whole African movement, man. I just knew something in my spirit knew that something about that was off, man.
That's when KRS-One them, they
Yeah,
started
that's-
speaking, but they had a little knowledge though.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So they cut them off, man.
Yep.
Yeah, because
They put out gangster rap.
Public Enemy.
not KRS-One had he had brought it out because back then all of when hip hop first started, it was all on one label. And he said when they was bringing out like self-destruction,
Yep.
things to wake our people up, he said the music label they brought in the era of gangster rap,
Yep.
and all those positive, uplifting raps that hip hop was founded on was pushed out the door, man.
Yep.
You know.
I see so too.
If you a sucker, word to the mother. I remember that,
No,
man.
Eazy-E,
Yeah.
that's who changed.
Yeah.
When NWA came
Yeah.
out, that's when they changed. You know,
But even Easy was on that song, Self-Destruction.
Self-Destruction.
They tried to somewhat do something positive because remember they went from gangster to then they went to political.
Yeah.
You know, started coming out against the police and all the gang violence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
that's why he broke off from them. Man.
And they had that one song, "We all in the same game."
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
brothers killing other brothers. We need to put the guns down.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Just like in a different genre, I seen this dude. He like broke down some of Michael Jackson's music and like some of his little subliminal messages and cryptic
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Where he was pretty, but it's like he trying to tell the story about the powers that be coming after him and trying to change and do all this and that. And like, no, I know that's a different genre from the rap and stuff like that, but even a little
Yeah,
earlier,
still ties in.
you know, it was a little early on.
Yep. That's one right there.
They already care about us here. Why you
Yep.
put some stuff out there, man?
Yep, he sure did.
Even ahead, we are the world.
Yeah.
You know, make this world a better place. You know, all that stuff is gone, man. You know, doing this stuff like that.
But that part of We Are the World, they're really part of the New World Order.
Yep.
Because they had every nationality and race under one
Yeah,
banner.
that was New World Order movement.
Because that don't care about us, that was more of our people. he was
Yep,
talking about.
yep. That's what he was talking about.
Go ahead. Now, you done?
Yes, sir.
This is
Then we got to go back and finish that Romans.
Romans, yeah.
Still got unseen.
This is Psalms 25 and forward. He showed me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do
Take your time.
It's like it
We
says.
ain't in no rush. Take your time.
Verse 5, lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day.
God, so that's Psalms from David. He's being humble. Okay? Asking for the Lord for that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So that he can be, what the Lord has called him to be. All right? That's what we all supposed to be doing.
That's right.
All right?
Because King David know where his help was coming from.
Yeah.
All right, and that's how we ought to be, man. We gotta know where our help is coming
Yeah.
from, man. All right, because we ain't gonna get it through Buddha. We ain't gonna get it through these churches. All right, we don't get it through none of these what's that, conscious community. All right, you don't get it through none of that, man. Only way you gonna get this is through spirit power. How about you have a shot, man? That's it, man. There's no other way for you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
They thinking they gonna get it through their little blicky, slide on their opera, they slime. You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah.
Or the universe, yeah, or ancestors.
Yep.
Oh, I'm tired of hearing that shit.
I'm tired of hearing that shit too.
Yeah. That was you who did that. You, your ancestors.
It was one of the nations. So I'm gonna do my ancestry. Jake told me, like, good, your DNA. They gonna do something with your DNA. I just start laughing.
Yeah.
These people is so dumb now, bro.
Yeah.
Dumb.
But you're right, Elder Hodge, when he said David knew who his help was, especially after Nathan told him, "Thou art the man." He knew he was supposed to be gone.
Yeah, that's a big thing now. It's called I forgot what the name of that religion is. I had looked it up because my ex stepdaughter was on that bullshit talking about praying to the ancestors. Yeah, that's an actual religion. Yeah, it's part of Buddhism, but it's called something else.
Yeah, Buddha. That's what I said. Buddha. Yeah, that's
Talking about praying to your ancestors.
So this ain't fucking Black Panther.
So, but see what you people fail to realize, you Israelites, that if you actually did pray to your ancestors, I bet you they'd tell you, "Hey, leave me alone, nigga. I'm in Rex. I'm in paradise. You couldn't pay me $1 million to come back down there." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's a specific one, but they say like ancestor worship is a religious practice based on the belief that deceased family members have a continued existence, that the spirits of deceased ancestors will look after the family, take an interest in the affairs of the world, and possess the ability to influence the fortune of the living. And this one goes to Taoism.
That's it. Taoism. That's it. Yep. That's what it's called. Taoism. Like your ancestors finna come down here. They finna leave paradise to come down here and help you through your wretched life here on, man.
preacher's wife.
Wouldn't even pick the phone up and call.
You know what I'm saying?
If you could.
Look at it like it's call ID.
Right.
Black communities into that heaven. Yep, they into that real heaven. The Black communities into really heaven.
And the life community, Guadalupe, Jesus Cristo, all of that. Yes, man.
But shit, to be honest, I think now the Negro done took over there, because that's all you hear that's all you hear is niggas come out, pray to the ancestors. Let the ancestors guide you and all this old nonsense.
They looking for love in all the wrong
You know what I'm
places.
saying?
Man. That's Jake, man. They be looking for love in all the wrong places, man.
My trying to start waiting to seek love.
There you go.
We kind of tying that to the unconscious community.
Yep.
Tying it to that.
To the ancestors. The ancestors guide the way. So the ancestors guide the way, nigga, you gonna be dead too. How you think they got there?
Right. Why is that scary word?
Right, you know what I'm saying? How you think they got there? Yeah. They were so wise.
Looking at them, you stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You sottish.
Go ahead.
All right. This is Romans chapter 1, verse 23.
What's wrong with you? That's the second I take down and see them do that, man. Like you would stare off into space, Romans 1 and all.
I talk to the ancestors.
Yeah, I'm like, man, we got a book of Eli down here. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, brother. Verse 23. And change the glory of the uncorruptible Yahweh unto an image made like to the corruptible man, and to the birds, and to the
Oh no, wait a minute, you gotta go back. That's important. Read that again.
All right. Starting back at the top.
Yeah, what you just read. Yeah.
Romans 23. Romans chapter 1, verse 23. And change the glory of the uncorruptible Yahweh unto an image made like to corruptible man.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shimon Shah, hey, he's righteous. He's not corruptible. Remember, like the scripture said, we searching for an uncorruptible crown. Yep. But these people are seeking for what? A corruptible crown. So they changed the righteous Lord into a what? Corruptible image. That's why they sit there and pray to Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Because why? That's a corruptible image. See what I'm saying? Because that nigga there, this right here he's a known sodomite, man. So that's why they pray to this demon, because he's a sodomite. You might as well say this is the same person. Cesare and Baphomet, you might as well say it's the same person. That's that whole sodomite demon, man. Because remember, this image, this whole Jesus religion came off of what Empress the Bull and Jesus Christo. See what I'm saying? Which is really a demonic deity. Serapis Christus, yeah. And Empress the Bull, the water. I knew it was something.
Yeah, you know.
But Empress the Bull and Serapis Christus. which is actually demonic entities. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they feel comfortable praying to Jesus Christ, because this is the head demon, really damn near over the whole earth, man. You see what I'm saying? That's part of our curse in Deuteronomy 28 too, that we should worship gods that we are not known, wood and stone. You see what I'm saying? This nigga here. What you got?
I got one for you.
Go ahead. We're gonna go back to, because that nigga there allows sodomy. You know what I'm saying? Adultery or any type of wickedness, gang banging, dope selling. Yep, he was a known ancestor too.
Yep.
He's his sister. Yeah.
And the baby one.
I'm trying to read through it for you. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 7. For blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it.
Because wood, man, I mean, wood is wood, man. You see what I'm saying? It just depends on how you use it. But a lot of people use wood for religious services. You see what I'm saying? Which makes it what? Wicked, because now you can turn that wood into an idol. Almighty tree stump, blessest thou me. You know, it's just a tree stump. It's just wood. But they didn't turn him to a god. Go ahead.
But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it.
Yeah, because really, the cross really is a symbol of Tammuz, a Babylonian deity, which is really another demonic entity. Because really, the cross in the ancient day was just wood they used to crucify the Lord. So the Lord was crucified with the electric chair or a needle. You gonna wear that around your neck too? You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They showed that cross on the old Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tammuz.
Yeah, go back to that worship. It say, he because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God.
But see, that shows you the ignorance of you people. You sit there and make a God, but you got all the power, but you bow down to the image that you made as a God. That's retardation, man. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna carry it around like say they board up on their shoulder. You gonna carry it around like a God, but you made it, idiot.
They have to help up their God.
You know what I'm saying? Almighty White Castle God. They get their stacks of burgers and put on. This is the White Castle God. That's worship. You know what I'm saying? But then if you bite of it, you shall go to hell for eating of the mighty White Castle God. People, yeah, you know, indigestion. Go ahead.
For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto Yahweh.
See, read that again.
For the ungodly and his ungodliness.
See, that's just like the sin and the sinner. You know what I'm saying? You think the Lord gonna pardon the sinner that commits sin? Oh, it's all right. You just committed a sin. Even though you're a sinner, no. You both gonna die. You know? What's the song you used to sing? Hail to the 999. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. It says, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
That was delicious. Both of y'all gonna catch it.
It goes to Isaiah 19. Remember
Yep.
the idols?
Yep.
It say, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of Yahweh Shem Shai they are become an abomination.
What it say in Romans that they worship the creature more than the creator? See what I'm saying? Y'all done turned this creature into a god. Go ahead, brother.
They say, and stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Read that again, right here, man.
It's like Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 11. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation. Because in the creature of Yahweh Shem Shai, they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks.
And it is a major stumbling block. That's why a lot of other people are doomed for destruction, because why? They fell into the snares of these idols, these false gods. Because why? Our people come up with a very elaborate cockamamie story behind this false god. Just like they said about over there in Mecca, about the cobblestone. Yeah, that fell from the sky. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How you know?
And Muhammad.
How you
Yeah, but it's true. Because if that really fell out from outer space, it wouldn't even made it to Earth. It'd have got burnt up in the Orion. I mean, not Orion belt, but Van Allen's belt. The water. My mind went blank for a second. Satan man. Yeah, the water. Go ahead, brother.
God, let's say a stumbling block to the souls of men.
And that's a stumbling block, just like that nigga over there, Jesus Christos. That's a stumbling block. See what I'm saying? That's a form of what? White supremacy and demon worship. That's a major stumbling block to our people. They feel like going to church is gonna save their soul. No, you bathing in a dirty pool, man. Even when you get baptized, that water is defiled. You done have women on their cycles. You done have sodomites, all kind of demonic people in that dirty pool. They don't clean that pool out and wash the tub out. It's the same old water. See what I'm saying? That water's so dirty, you start seeing a ring left around the little baptizing pool. So they let you know they don't clean it, man. I did that goofy stuff when I was a kid, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
See, and the snare to the feet of the unwise. What'd you say earlier? Gotcha, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's a trap to the unwise. Why? Because what makes you wise? The scriptures, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's what gives us wisdom. Why do you think we're able to avoid the wiles of Satan? Because the Lord tells us what to watch out for. Don't go down there. Satan's going to get you. Guess what? We go the other way. But you unwise, don't go down there and say, oh, he all right. Go down and you get caught up. Then wonder why you facing 45 to life, because you didn't listen. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
See, that's fornication. Not sleeping with a woman so-called before marriage, because sex is marriage. So that's fornication, is what? Idol worship, idolatry, spiritual adultery. See what I'm saying? Not what. See, that idea of fornication, that's part of population control. And women use that to their full advantage too, man. I'm trying to wait on the right man to give up the good. You done gave up the good 10 years ago, man. Everybody in the hood. Now you done got old. Your coochie all stretched out and worn out. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like a wet chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Arby's milk.
She put them drawers down her just. You know what I'm saying? So you want to act all holy after all them years. Either it's tainted, it's destroyed. Now you want to be saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit, which are actually them demons in that church that you filled with. That's why your mind is, like you said, polluted. That's why their mind is polluted. Why? Because the other men has been inside you and squirted their semen in you. That's why your body all out of shape. You know what I'm saying? That's why you like 80 years old with a big old gut talking about baby fat. Man, you a grown woman, man. Talking about some baby fat. No, that's called semen fat. You can't get rid of it because all that semen is built up in your body, man. See what I'm saying? No matter how much you do yoga, you could drive 800 miles a day. You still won't get rid of that because it's part of a curse, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like it was in the ancient days where they pour water or something on their thighs, and if it rotted, then you found out to be a whore.
You didn't drink it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, drink that solution. And if your thighs rotted, you was known to be a whore. Go ahead.
They had a video where there was like a woman like in her 90s or over 100s or something, and they could actually can see the DNA from the men that she had been with, like just from her, even into her brain.
Oh, well, you know where it went.
Damn.
Of course, you say y'all become one, man.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all, that DNA becomes part of her body.
Yeah, you're no longer twain, one.
So that DNA, the man becomes part of your body, man, down to the bone.
Apostle Barr did a video on that a couple of years ago about a study that came out. Pretty much every man that a woman has slept with, she retains a portion of their semen.
Yeah, that's
So like 7 years or something like that?
Well, I said, they call it kamikaze sperm. That's what I heard. For real?
The names they give stuff.
Yeah, because it makes sense because them semens are in there battling each other.
Yeah. Making her crazy.
That's why they have like these various different mood swings, this, that, and the other. Like it was brought up earlier that rotten thigh, going back to Numbers 5, that's modern day what? Cellulite, or cold phrase, cottage cheese, man.
Yeah.
So you can look at the back of a chick's thighs and know what she already on. Really, you can see it in her face.
Yep.
Them cum catchers, you know.
I mean, to be honest about it, man, really you shouldn't be upset if your woman cheats on you, because that's really part of her DNA, man. That's who she really is, man.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? You just the person for that time until she finds something else, 'cause that's what she be doing all her life. Why? Because she ain't with the person that took her virginity. So now she's going around just being an adulteress. So when she cheat on you, you really shouldn't be mad, because it really ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? That's Mike's from 40 years ago. That's really his woman. You know what I'm saying?
Beer bonding.
Yep.
That's Mike's from Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He gave us some hard lemonade too.
Okay, we'll finish this couple more.
He crazy.
It's a Psalm, chapter 14, verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Yeah, the invention. It did. Look how our people's mind is. Anything that somebody could turn into an idol and they sit down and worship, it corrupts their mind, because now their mind is not focused on the Lord. It's focused on, let's say that straw right there. You turn that straw into a straw god, now their mind is worshiping the straw. So every straw they see, they bow down there and worship it before they drink out of it. Or they might not even drink out of it. Just like Elon, they mind is so corrupted where they over there starving and won't eat because you got cows. No, that's my aunt, that's my aunt Narukabu, or whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? And they over there hungry as hell, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For real though, man. That's just sad, man. Go ahead, brother.
It say, for neither were there from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vainglory of men they enter into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
See, they said by the vainglory of men, meaning what? The empty praises of men. See what I'm saying? These idols are worshipped for nothing, because what the scripture said, they can't see, hear, or speak. You know what I'm saying? What can they do for you? Nothing but just stand there and look goofy. You see that word just stuck, and you bound. He can't do nothing. Almighty, whatever, Dordolph.
Right.
Bless me. He just stuck. You know what I'm saying? What can he do? Nothing. But we worship a living God. We pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and guess what? He come through and answer our prayer. That's a living God. That's what you need to be worshiping, man. Not something this pole right here, old pole, bless me with $1,000, and you wonder why you ain't getting nothing because the pole is there. He's not answering you. Why you don't hear me? Why you not answering me? You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm a sinner. No, fool, it's a pole. It's not going to say nothing, man. It's doing its job. It's holding up the roof. That's what a pole is for. It's supporting the roof, not you.
Precept.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 18. It says, what profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath
Go ahead.
graven?
You got it back.
Yeah. Say, read that again.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 18. It says, what profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven?
It profits nothing. Just that simple. You know, it's not living, like we just said. He doesn't see, can't hear, can't speak. It profits nothing. It's made with your hands. And here again, like we were saying earlier, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the creator of all things. You think he's going to bow down to his creation? No. Not at all. Destroy you first. All right?
But that would make him less than a god if he bowed down to you.
Exactly. Exactly.
It says, the molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusts therein to make dumb idols. It says, woe unto them that
the idols is, the whole concept is dumb. But what I mean by dumb is they can't speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what dumb idol these people finna worship in a couple of weeks? Shit, Easter.
Bunny rabbit.
Yep. That's a dumb idol. You know what I'm saying? There you go. That's a dumb idol. Because the rabbit can't talk. The rabbit don't lay eggs. You know what I'm saying? It lay live bunny rabbit, not eggs. You know, so they worship the rabbit, the duck, and what the the Queen of Heaven too. You know what I'm saying? The fertility gift.
Esau did a good number.
Huh?
So Esau did a good number.
He did.
He got niggas believing that a bunny
Lay
laid
eggs.
eggs.
Then they go around, these dummies go around and look for them. Big grown ass niggas running around the yard. I found one. Looking for eggs that they laid that they hid in the yard. What the one there with the $5? I thought I put it over there by the bush.
Got food coloring.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I did that growing up, man. My mama had me doing that, wasting good eggs.
I hate this church.
You know, the kid.
I hate this fucking place, man. I hate this place.
That
man.
kid was funny.
You sit there and boil all them eggs and don't even eat them. You gotta say a speech in order to get a basket with candy in it. On this certain holiday. Don't you know food all year you get candy? Not just that one day, you get candy all year, but you gotta wait.
On your Easter speech.
You know what I'm saying? You get a beating if you don't learn it. That's what I'm saying, a beating if you don't learn it. That's slavery, man. Shit, I done got plenty of whoopings because I don't remember my speech. Man, fuck that speech. E is for early in the morning when the Lord rose. A is whatever. You know what I'm saying?
For the ass you can kiss.
Yeah. S is for the slap you finna get for coming in my face with this bullshit, you know. Go ahead.
I was thinking about that too. Like that's like just the whole vibration of this place that was ran by that wickedness with Esau. Like he put the minds in our people, and our parents and their parents, and they just continue that same wicked cycle.
What did it say? Talk about the traditions of men.
Yeah. So then you, like you said, you get in trouble for it because you don't want to commit an abomination. Your spirit is already right within you, and you get in trouble for it. But then what they always say, well, my grandma been doing it for 20 years, ain't nothing happened to her, and I don't believe in it, but I want you to partake. You know, bad.
You know what I'm saying? You already dressed up in a monkey suit, hot as hell. Then you gotta say this speech in order to get a basket of candy. Come on, man. But then once you get that basket of candy, you only eat 2 or 3 pieces. What was the whole purpose of doing the speech then? See, when you were a kid, you want to eat that whole basket, not just 2 or 3 pieces. That's teasing a kid, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to Romans.
I'm watching.
All right, back to Romans chapter 1, verse 23. And change the glory of the uncorruptible God unto an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and 4-footed beasts, and creepy things.
One we was going into, you know, you stop worshiping the true and living Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in lieu of idols. Okay, they can't do nothing for you. Okay, which we was talking about. That's that fornication, idolatry. Okay, the main thing that got us in trouble. You know, I believe it was in Exodus 20. He said he's a jealous God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And that's the one thing that, you know, we did a lot of other stuff, but that's the main thing that really pissed Yahweh Bashem Yahushua off. All right?
That's why you put in the scriptures, for jealousy is the rage of a man.
Verse 24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, and dishonored their own bodies between themselves.
God, so he said, if y'all gonna do that, go right ahead. I'm gonna leave you alone, turning you over to that reprobate mind. All right?
Because lust just means desire.
Yep.
You got 9 foot tall niggas with big ass beards, with lipstick and fingernail polish undressed, desiring to be with another man. That's wicked as hell, man. But that's what this society promotes, man. They think it's hot for 2 women and 2 men to be all in the bed together. That's wickedness, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right.
And let's show you that's a demonic mind state. You in the bed with a woman, let's say 2 other women, you rather focus on this dude instead of these 2 other women. That's a demonic mentality, man. If anything, you should be fighting, knocking that nigga out, man. You know, you trying to get to the girl. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this society promotes. And now it took it a step further where you got men talking about, you see the way that 5-year-old Timmy looked at me, he loved me. That's a fucking child, man. He don't know nothing about that, man. I love him. But that's what this society promotes. And make laws for it. And then you got the nerve to say it's a legal disease to where they could get paid for it. It's a mental illness, it's a disease, but you can get paid for it.
Yep. What's that group?
NAMBLA, yeah.
They had been working on that for a long
Man, look,
time.
they've been working on that since Lincoln was in office. For real. It goes back that far.
Yeah, because in 1600s, you know, when they was doing the theater and stuff, those weren't women.
No,
in those plays. Those
some of them were men.
Those were men, yeah.
Lincoln was known to have a boy lover, man. I mean, I got the pack at home, the whole packet of NAMBLA dealing with Lincoln, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, all these dudes, man. It goes, man, that stuff goes deep. A lot of presidents and governors and public officials, man, all of them was into this stuff, man.
Still is.
Yeah.
Skulls and bones, that what it is? Yeah, you gotta have sex, you gotta let people say like 90 to 100 men pop. Yep, that was just brought out recently with the Bushes.
I was thinking on 9200.
No, 90 to 100, they still gotta be pop like that.
Even 9200, don't you know, that'll
man, you can't poop. Everything just fall out.
Yeah. If you sneeze, you shitting on yourself. I can understand maybe like 20 or 30, but 9200, if he even chew, poof, it's over. It's over.
For real.
Huh?
Well, he ain't getting no.
He's popped by the same person.
Yeah, but it wasn't no 100 men. They wasn't trained.
Yeah, probably heard that wrong.
Yeah, they'd have fucked his insides up, man, for real. It hurts when a hard turd come out.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? It hurts for that, let alone talking about letting 100 men. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was like, I had another comment too. Even go back to, I think bro said it. You said Alexander. No?
Alexander.
Yeah. Go back to the Greco-Roman empires, with the amphitheaters and the Colosseums. They had men playing as women.
Yep.
You know, and
that's who was that? Shia LaBeouf just did a movie from that setting, a stage play, doing that. I think Elder Monakazakba did a video on it. Yep.
I know I've seen a lot of cases too, but I think they were trying to say that Herod the Great was a transformer too, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of movies that portray him as like a cross dresser. You know what I'm saying? You always got makeup and wigs on and acting all feminine and stuff, man. You know.
yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't surprise me, but
What's her name? Tiberius Caesar. She was a damn demon.
Shit, Caligula.
Yeah,
They got the what I think it's called a Tiberius cliff or something. He would like pop young boys after he done with them, just throw them off the cliff.
Yeah.
And just keep repeating and repeating and repeating.
Demons.
Yeah, I don't go to him.
Go ahead. You should appreciate it.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead, dude. Go back to
It's book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
God, so that's pretty much saying, you know, we have a wicked ruler, Esau Edom, he's in control of the whole earth, and that's where the earth is, in total wickedness. All right? As a ruler is, so is the people. You know? Some people, not all of them.
Right.
That's that wickedness and exceedingly polluted the whole.
God. Yep.
This is Job chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Right, so that's like what you were talking about, the dude looking at 5-year-old, just everything about Babylon the Great, man, this is darkness. It's a grand shadow over this place. It's just wickedness. Yeah, it's a beautiful landmass, but when you just look at the people, look at the ordinances and everything that goes about this place, man, it's just, like I said, then also all the death that lingers around. right? That's how we understand that this is it's that land of the valley of the shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, where the darkness is as light. Like what bro brought out earlier, woe to them that call good evil and evil good, right? The scriptures also say what? Men love darkness rather than light.
Yep.
So that's the whole vibration that's being read by this man, because like I said, he was created to be the wicked.
Yep.
So how can any righteousness come forth from him? Only the wickedness and the wickedness, only the vibrational world will be wickedness in the mannerisms and the doctrines and philosophy that come from this man. Ain't nothing good coming from him, but that which is good that's coming out. Look, Yahweh Shemashai, when the men of the Lord proclaim his word, that's the only light that's here, and that's why he said, those who are ignorant to his marvelous light. This is the only light, this is the beacon, this is that light upon that hill, so to speak. But as far as everything else that's contrary to Yahweh Shemashai, especially in this place, man, it's all darkness, and like I said, without order. That's how those things, those disorderly things can go on, those things that are unseemly, those, you know, so just ridiculous things that we hear about and read about. It goes on because why? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked.
Yeah.
He was set up to lead in this manner. And ultimately to show us that we have to appreciate the righteousness. Like I said, we said with the experience wickedness to appreciate righteousness. We paraphrase. So we see how the world will be ran while another's in power, but we understand when we read, and when we are restored, it's going to be happiness, it's going to be joy, it's going to be righteousness.
Yep.
To have the law, statutes, commandments downloaded within us, and that's going to be instituted to the rest of the world forever, forevermore.
Back in Romans, chapter 1, verse 25.
Who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
God, it says, so he changed the truth into a lie. Okay? And worship the creature more than the creator. I mean, that's the thing. You turn away from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and you worship, you know, the creature, the thing that he created. It makes no sense. All right? How you going to do that?
Like scripture say, surely you're turning the things upside down. This thing is a slave slave, man. So Esau, under his leadership, have turned this world backwards, man. He's turned everything around, man. He turned everything that's wicked. He done put it on the forefront like it's a good thing, a righteous thing, man. All right, and we know we're gonna know that hey, this is not right, man. Because the Spirit, you know, allowed us to know, hey, the right from wrong now, man.
Yep.
All right, and we used to be in that state of mind where we was following all that BS, man. But like Taz said a little earlier, man, hey, he brought us out of darkness into that marvelous light, man. So he took us out this world, all right, and put us into this truth, man. All right.
And made us dead to this world.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it said he changed the truth into a lie. Because the Bible said that you're supposed to put a sodomite on anybody that commits an abomination of death. But this world said you're supposed to live.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? It said this world said that the Lord loves everybody. That ain't what the scripture says, man.
Precept.
So they turn the truth into a lie, man.
That's right. Yep.
Like you said too, like, you know, Psalms 50, where it says, "See that you hate the instruction and cast his words behind you." I mean, everything that's righteous of the law, he had to replace that with wickedness.
Yep.
And then, like bro said, 30,000 and counting, just imagine. So he turned it, like Elder I said, he turned everything upside down. Everything that's supposed to be right side up is turned upside down.
Took the whole earth out of course.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, beginning at verse 9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived."
But see, that's part of that truth turned into a lie, because it said, "No, you're not that the unrighteous shall not." But the church teaches that they shall. That the Lord died for everybody. No matter what your sin is, the Lord still going to rapture you after these 7 years of tribulation. You still going to be raptured and going into the mighty clouds of glory. That ain't what the scripture just said, man. See what I'm saying? That's part of the lie, man. The truth turned into a lie. Go ahead.
It says, "Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves."
It ain't talking about each other smacking each other in the face.
Yes.
No, it's talking about the other abuse of one another.
Packing each other's fudge.
Yeah. Packing each other lunches.
Busting each other's back up.
Ooh, I don't want to talk about that no more. Yeah. 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 But look though, look how that transformed. That movie right there has turned into a lot of now openly sodomite. Like they just had one, what was it?
Last
year. About the they call it bromance. Yeah. See, that's just openly out in the open now. A bromance movie. Come on, man.
And that's why, and see, as men of the Lord, that's why we out here. Because we coming against all that, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord is got, hey, man, that's something we didn't want to go into, but hey, the Lord got the Spirit on us to go into that because that's what's running amok on the face of this earth, man.
It is.
This alphabet community is going crazy, man. And people are accepting it like it's the norm, man.
Yep.
And it's not the norm, man. And the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is totally against it, man. All right? And we're standing out here boldly telling you that the Lord will destroy you for those acts, man.
Yep.
All right?
But then they got the nerve to try to tie it with the struggle of black people in America.
No.
How?
We all struggling.
It wasn't no, back then in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, it wasn't no water hoses turned on the gay community, man. It was turned on so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans, man.
Yep.
Those are targets here in America. You know what I'm saying? When blacks were trying to get the right to vote, you didn't see no gay people going to a straight or gay bathroom. No, it was colored. Or you go to a restaurant, no niggas allowed. It didn't say nothing about no gays allowed. So you cannot equate that to the struggle of black people here in America, man.
Not even close.
You know what I'm saying? Gay people didn't get lynched and hung.
Burned alive.
You know what I'm saying? Just for the color of their skin. No, man. So there's no way in hell you could correlate that to the struggle of black people here in America, man.
Let's just get a few words tossed at them, man.
That's it. Go home, queer. That's it. Hey, man, yeah. That's it. Back in the day, black people got chased down by crackers. Lynched and hung. Just for the color of their skin. What are you doing over here, nigger?
You couldn't even look them in their eye, man.
You couldn't even walk on the same sidewalk.
You just had that one in Mississippi, you know.
What you doing around these cars, boy?
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You have to put your head in the bucket to laugh. You can even laugh, yo. That bucket's for that. You put your head in there.
It happened to me in Perry, Georgia about 10 years ago. My friend Kadash stranded. They had the Confederate flag. They told us we still on the road when they came back. They was going to kill us.
See, so they didn't have sundown towns for sodomites. Sundown towns was for black people. It's still to this day. Hell, where I'm from, Arkansas, Harrison, Arkansas is the #1 sundown town in America. Like it's getting dark now. In Harrison, see what people fail to realize where Walmart come from. Bentonville, Arkansas, fucking Klan, man. For all you Walmart lovers out there, that's really started by the Klan. The Waltons are Klan members, man. See what I'm saying? They up there in the Ozarks, Klan at. Bentonville, Rogers, Harrison, all that's the Ozarks. That's what Klan is. See what I'm saying? I mean, they spread all through Arkansas, but that's the most highly concentrated in Arkansas is right there in the Ozarks, man. See what I'm saying? So they wasn't out there chasing sodomites out of their town. No, they were chasing people with dark skin. So, man, look, sheriffs in those towns will tell you, hey, boy, you get caught after when the sun go down, I can't help you. When it start getting dark like this, you better have your black ass on the highway going south, east, or west. You better not be going up north.
Just be on your way.
You know what I'm saying? You better do 100 out of there. Because if you get caught, you will be dangling. Like Billie Holiday came with their song Strange Fruit, you will be part of that strange fruit hanging from a tree, bro.
Yeah, bro, because I remember when we was younger, we stopped at a gas station, and I want to say it was in Kentucky, and it was like 7:70, but they had a sign that said blacks are not safe after dark.
Yes.
They had a sign at the gas, a huge, it was like on a billboard, blacks are
Yes.
not safe after dark. But I didn't understand it as a kid, but I was that little, but yeah.
And you can tell when you in a Klan town, 'cause when, let's say like you go into a gas station, you have people looking at you like you are an alien or a creature.
Remember that time we was on the way to North Carolina?
Oh, man.
Them when we walked in that store, they was like,
They looked at us like we was a zoo exhibit.
Bro, we can get about this motherfucker.
I said, we can get about this motherfucker. It was like the
last year.
Like the Eminem commercial. They do exist. They do exist. Yeah.
Come on, look at us like this, and Cam looked like. I said, oh, bro, we get
Yeah, we started to get get some food. Yeah. Sure did. Yeah.
This happened to me, my wife and my kids about a week ago. We went to a restaurant on Kentucky Ave. And we walked in, they was looking at us crazy. It was like, you see slavery pictures and things all up in there, bro. It was crazy.
Well, Indiana Klan started in Indiana.
Yep. Well, no, it didn't start here. It was the second chapter that started here in Indiana.
Okay, and everything.
Yeah.
I think it was like Tennessee or something like that.
It was somewhere in the South, but it wasn't Indiana didn't start it. They were just the second chapter.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Misinformation.
No. Because a lot of people thought that it started here. Because I looked it up myself. It actually started somewhere else, but this is like the second chapter after the first chapter that started. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is a key, important state for the Klan. You know what I'm saying? So shit, but still, you know, and still a lot of them still around here to this day here in Indiana, man.
Yep.
A lot of these towns you go to now, I mean, even though they try to migrate and get more involved, especially with the women, you know, the white women starting to get more with the black man here in Indiana, but still, you still got a lot of them old crackers that don't like that, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You will never go home with their daughter to dinner, I tell you that. Y'all be eating here in Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying? Y'all won't be going down there to Muncie or nothing like that with their daughter talking about going for family dinner. Yeah, you will be the dinner. Somebody was just reading. Oh, go ahead.
Back in
Tad's looking it up now. Go ahead.
Back in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 10, it says, "Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And such were some of you. But ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua and by the Spirit of our power."
So all those things that he mentioned, where he says, you were once those things. Okay? You were once those things all against the scriptures, and now you've been washed. How were you washed? By the word. Okay? Washed by the word. So you cleansed, purified. Okay? But don't mess up again. All right? All right. With that, we hope this lesson was edifying for the body. Once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like it to the speckled bird. So you would say Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba
Baba.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
All right, Shalom to you sincere Akim and Akwath on the common board. Shalom.